location at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, bringing you the unknown. Welcome to another spine-tingling episode of Paranormal 411. Your hosts are David Reagan and Jason Scott, and together, they dive headfirst into the mysteries that lurk just beyond our understanding, featuring notable experts ready to share their insights into the world of the strange and unknown. So pull up a chair, pour a cup of something warm, and prepare to be enthralled. Here at Paranormal 411, we're not just a radio show, we're a community of truth seekers, adventurers of the mind, exploring the boundaries of the known and unknown. We invite you to join us, to share your thoughts, your experiences, your questions. Whether you've had your own encounter with the supernatural or you're simply intrigued by the inexplicable, we want to hear from you. So, don't be shy. Drop a comment and let's unravel the mysteries of the universe together. Buckle up as we journey beyond the veil of the ordinary, into the heart of the extraordinary. This is Paranormal 411, where the inexplicable meets reality and imagination takes flight. Stay tuned and remember, in the world of the paranormal, nothing is as it seems.
All right.
Well, hello again.
We're back. Please.
Can you hear us now?
Please put that you can hear us because we're going to be really happy. Really happy.
Yeah, really happy.
So please say you can hear us. So remember, you can find us at paranormal411.org, Paranormal 411 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. You can tune in live every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also from Saturdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Now also on Saturday nights from 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern. If you're inside the metro Atlanta area, you could listen to us at 99.1 FM. That's WDJY FM. If you're outside of the metro Atlanta area, all you have to do is go to WDJYFM.com. Or you go to paranormal411.org. Click the link. Don't miss our new book. Right, Jason?
Yeah.
It's new because it's been around for what, 5-6 months? Longer than that.
No, it ain't been that long.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's been around for a minute. East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2 available on Amazon or at paranormal411.org. Join us.
So, guess what? This Thursday, we're going to be doing a Halloween show live from a haunted house.
Yes, come join us.
Yes, join us. We're going to try to start around 8 p.m. If you can make it, just tune in and we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, you can watch us do some investigations and maybe you could see some stuff while you're watching.
Yeah, also, I want to do something today. It is my middle daughter's birthday. Well, my youngest daughter. I don't know. I hope it's my youngest daughter. She's 11 today, so I want to say happy birthday to Abigail. I love you.
Happy birthday. 11.
All right.
11.
Also,
blink your eyes and 18 is going to be around the corner.
Oh, that was nice. Also, remember this Saturday on November 9th, we're going to have a guest, Miss Constance Victoria Briggs. Going to be talking about Earth's galactic history.
Yes, it's going to be good.
Yeah, she's always a great guest.
Yeah, we had fun last time she was on, so this is going to be a great show. Roger says, happy birthday. Christina says it better be.
What's better be? It better be what?
It better be your youngest daughter.
I'm sure it is. So tonight we thought we'd have a little fun, right?
I'm going to talk about this guy. Right,
we're going to be talking about, we're actually going to read you the story.
Yes.
Of the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yep.
It's about something strange that happened long ago in a valley called Sleepy Hollow. It was written by Washington Irving. Washington Irving was born April 3rd,
Oh,
1783.
April 4th. Look at that.
Close. 1784.
I was born in 1781.
He passed in November the 28th in 1859. So
You got old.
he got old.
Yeah.
He was an American short story writer, an essayist, a biographer, a historian, and a diplomat. So he was pretty busy.
Had a lot of stuff going on.
He wrote the short stories Rip Van Winkle in 1819 and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow in 1820. And both of these stories appear in his collection called The Sketchbook of Geoffrey Crayon Gent.
Crayon.
The story draws inspiration from real places and folklore. The Headless Horseman is thought to be based on a soldier who was decapitated during the Revolutionary War.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah, they said that they fired a cannon, and the cannon took his head off.
Wow, that would hurt.
Only for a second.
Maybe not a second.
It'd be like a bug on a windshield, right? Just
Yeah.
just done.
So we're going to let David start off. When he gets tired, I'll take over.
I'm tired.
Go ahead.
So the valley known as Sleepy Hollow hides from the world in the high hills of New York State. There are many stories told about the Quiet Valley, but the story that people believe most is about a man who rides a horse at night. The story says the man died many years ago during the American Revolutionary War. His head was shot off. Every night he rises from his burial place, jumps on his horse, and rides through the valley looking for his lost head. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, we had there was a little tale down here at Dead Man's Curve about, when I was younger, my dad took me around this curve and he flashed a camera when we went around it, and it like scared the pee out of me. And he said the man was looking for his head.
Uh-oh.
It's called Dead Man's Curve.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty wild.
That's crazy. Now, near Sleepy Hollow is a village called Tarrytown. This town was settled many years ago by people from Holland. The village had a small school, one teacher named Ichabod Crane. Ichabod Crane was a good name for him because he looked like a tall bird, a crane. He was tall and thin like a crane. His shoulders were small, joined with two long arms. His head was also small and flat on top. He had really big ears and large glassy green eyes and a large nose. Now, Ichabod did not make much money as a teacher, and although he was tall and thin, he ate like a fat man. To help him pay for his food, he earned extra money by teaching young people to sing. Every Sunday after church, Ichabod taught singing. Now, among the ladies Ichabod taught was one Katrina Van Tassel. She was the only daughter of a rich Dutch farmer. She was a girl in bloom, much like a round, red, rosy apple.
She was in bloom.
She was in bloom. She was blooming like a blooming onion. Now, Ichabod had a soft and foolish heart for the ladies and soon found himself interested in Miss Van Tassel. Ichabod's eyes opened wide when he saw the riches of Katrina's farm, the miles of apple trees and wheat fields, and hundreds of fat farm animals. He saw himself as master of the Van Tassel farm with Katrina as his wife. But there were very many problems blocking the road to Katrina's heart. One was a strong young man named Brom Van Brunt. Brom was a hero to all the young ladies. His shoulders were big, his back was wide, and his hair was short and curly. He always won the horse races in Tarrytown and earned many prizes. Brom was never seen without a horse. Sometimes late at night, Brom and his friends would rush through town, shouting loudly from the backs of their horses. Tired old ladies would awaken from their sleep and say, "Why, there goes Brom von Brunt, leading his wild group again." I don't think they'd say that nowadays. Like, keep it down. Such was the enemy Ichabod had to defeat for Katrina's heart.
Oh, so this is a love story too.
It's a love story. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, let's see. Give me a second.
I just threw it on him. Did you see how I did that?
Okay. Stronger and wiser men would not have tried, but Ichabod had a plan. He could not fight his enemy in the open, so he did it silently and secretly. He made many visits to Katrina's farm and made her think that he was helping her to sing better. Time passed, and the town people thought Ichabod was winning. Brom's horse was never seen at Katrina's house on Sunday nights anymore. So one day in autumn, Ichabod was asked to come to a big party at the Van Tassel home. He dressed in his best clothes. A farmer loaned him an old horse for the long trip to the party. And the house was filled with farmers and their wives, red-faced daughters, and clean-washed sons. The tables were filled with different things to eat, and wine filled many glasses. Brom von Brunt rode to the party on his fastest horse. He called it Daredevil. All the young ladies smiled happily when they saw him. Soon music filled the rooms and everyone began to dance and sing. Ichabod was happy dancing with Katrina as Brom looked at them with a jealous heart. The night passed, the music stopped, and the young people sat together to tell stories about the Revolutionary War. Soon stories about Sleepy Hollow were told. The most feared story was about the rider looking for his lost head. One farmer told how he raced the headless man on a horse. The farmer ran his horse faster and faster, but the horseman followed over bush and stone until they came to the end of the valley. There, the headless horseman suddenly stopped. Gone were his clothes and his skin. All that was left was a man with white bones shining in the moonlight. So, David, you can go now. Hold on.
The stories ended and time came to leave the party. Ichabod seemed very happy until he said goodnight to Katrina. Was she ending their romance? He left feeling very sad. Had Katrina been seeing Ichabod just to make Brom von Brunt jealous so he would marry her? Well, Ichabod began his long ride home on the hills that surround Tarrytown. He had never felt so lonely in his life. He began to whistle as he came close to the tree where the man had been killed years ago by rebels. He thought he saw something white move in the tree, but no, it was only the moonlight shining and moving on the tree. Then he heard a noise. His body shook. He kicked his horse faster. The old horse tried to run, but almost fell in the river. Instead, Ichabod hit the horse again. The horse ran fast and then suddenly stopped, almost throwing Ichabod forward to the ground. There, in the dark woods, on the side of the river, where the bushes grow low, stood an ugly thing, big and black. It didn't move, but seemed ready to jump like a giant monster. Ichabod's hair stood straight up. It was too late to run, and in his fear, he did the only thing he could. His shaking voice broke the silent valley. "Who are you?" The thing did not answer. Ichabod asked again. Still no answer. Ichabod's old horse began to move forward. The black thing began to move along the side of Ichabod's horse in the dark. Ichabod made his horse run faster. The black thing moved with them. Side by side they moved, slowly at first, and not a word was said. Ichabod felt his heart sink. Up a hill they moved, above the shadow of the trees. For a moment, the moon shone down, and to Ichabod's horror, he saw it was a horse, and it had a rider. But the rider's head was not on his body. It was in front of the rider, resting on the horse. Ichabod kicked at his old horse with all his power. Away they rushed through the bushes and trees across the valley of Sleepy Hollow. Up ahead was the old church bridge, where the headless horseman stops and returns to his burial place. If only I could get there first, I'm safe, thought Ichabod. He kicked his horse again, and the horse jumped onto the bridge and raced over it like the sound of thunder. Ichabod looked back to see if the headless man had stopped. He saw the man pick up his head and throw it with a powerful force. The head hit Ichabod in the face and knocked him off his horse to the dirt below. They found Ichabod's horse the next day, peacefully eating grass. They could not find Ichabod. They walked all across the valley. They saw the footmarks of Ichabod's horse as it had raced through the valley. They even found Ichabod's old hat in the dust near the bridge, but they did not find Ichabod. The only other thing they found was lying near Ichabod's hat.
It was broken pieces of a round orange pumpkin. The town people talked about Ichabod for many weeks. They remembered the frightening stories of the valley, and finally they came to believe that the headless horseman had carried Ichabod away. Much later, an old farmer returned from a visit to New York City. He said he was sure he saw Ichabod there. He thought Ichabod silently left Sleepy Hollow because he had lost Katrina. So as for Katrina, her mother and father gave her a big wedding when she married Brom von Brunt. Many people who went to the wedding saw that Brom smiled whenever Ichabod's name was spoken, and they wondered why he laughed out loud when anyone talked about the broke orange pumpkin found lying near Ichabod's old dusty hat.
Oh.
I think Brom von Brunt did it.
I think he did it. That's why the pumpkin was laying there.
Oh, I was murdered one time at band camp. Roger. So, David?
Well, I hope everybody liked the story. It's a classic.
Yeah, this is going to be a very short show.
It is. Now, there are two morals to this story. The first moral is the power of imagination and belief. You know, the story suggests that what people believe can be just as powerful as reality. Now, the story also touches on the conflict between progress and tradition. Now, Ichabod represents the outsider and the new, while the villagers embody the traditional, rural way of life. So, I hope you learned something tonight. If you're out on a lonely road, on your old tired horse,
Yep.
and something black is pacing beside you, you should have kicked the horse a long time ago. Because you might get smacked in the head with a pumpkin.
It was his head. It was pumpkin head.
Pumpkin head. Uh-oh. I remember that one.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello, Barbara.
We just got finished with the story, so
It's over.
it's over. Now we're gonna
I'm going to play the
play the commercial.
commercial and then be done.
Yeah. Sorry.
But please, everybody, listen back to this. I think it's a pretty fun thing that we just did, even though it's a really short story.
Yeah, we like to do little stories. I think last year we did one on Christmas.
We did. Yep. We
Then
did
the year before that we did one, right?
Yes.
It's fun.
Yeah. But remember, everybody, Thursday's show is going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be live at the house in Philly.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll catch some ghouls and ghosts on
And
Halloween night.
everybody that watches, we're going to have a couple cameras going. So maybe you could see some stuff going on. We're going to have all this going on. So definitely be texting and doing all that stuff. We may not be right there, but we could come back through and listen or look at them anyway. All the text messages, right, Jason?
Yes.
Maybe we'll have someone sitting there. We don't know. We haven't figured it out yet. We know one thing. That's definitely what we're going to be doing.
Yep. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Hopefully it'll be storming. Ooh, that'd be good. All right.
Everybody have a good night. Thanks for listening to this short story time with Jason and David. All right?
Yeah.
Short story time.
And remember, don't be a Von Braun.
Yeah. Don't get hit in the head.
All right. Here's the commercial.
Right here.
See you Thursday.
Tune in.
Tennessee lies a pizzeria like no other. Step through the door of Legends and Lore Pizzeria and be transported to a realm where paranormal and cryptid encounters along with mouth-watering pizza go hand in hand. Meet Eddie and his crew, who serve up slices of the supernatural along with the best pies in town. With the walls adorned with eerie artifacts, indulge in piping hot slices that melt in your mouth and tease your taste buds. And it's not just the locals who love the incredible pizza. Legends and Lore has been selected as the best pizza joint in all of Monroe County. As lovers of everything pizza and the paranormal, the owners have mastered the art of crafting unforgettable combinations that will leave you wanting more. To stay connected with this mystical eatery, follow Legends and Lore Pizzeria on Facebook, where tales of their latest creations and upcoming specials will be shared. Make sure to browse their custom menu, featuring legendary pizzas like the Chupacabra Ranch and the Exorcist. So, whether you have an appetite for the supernatural or simply seek the best pizza in town, Legends and Lore is the place to be. Come for the unforgettable flavors, stay for the captivating stories, and find yourself in a world where legends and pizza collide.
What if the world we know is merely a fraction of reality? What if there are forces, entities, and phenomena that exist just beyond our comprehension in the shadows of the unknown? Welcome to Paranormal 411, your gateway to the unexplained and the downright chilling.
Get ready to rock with the electrifying sound of Catalyst, a band that's sure to leave you wanting more. With their powerful lyrics and killer riffs, Catalyst is a great sound in the world of rock music. You can listen and find Catalyst on Bandcamp, or go to the link at paranormal411.org and click on their banner.